In conjunction with Freehold 99, of course, with this one trend that we can see is that the amount of 99s has increased because government land sales are all 99 years. There's no more Freehold. Freehold are usually en bloc. It also shows, based on the buoyancy of transactions over the last 8 to 10 years, right, that buyers are very accustomed now to 99s properties as well, right? If not, all these properties will be stuck in the market, but they're all taken up. Okay, so what do you all think based on sizing? I mean, we can give a backdrop. Basically, now you look at one bedders or studio, they'll be around this size. This is like 1 bed, 1 plus study. This is 2 bed, 2 bath, or maybe some 3 bedders at 899 square feet. This is 3 bed compact, 3 bed premium. This is like 3 plus study and 4 bedder. This is usually 4, 5 bedders upwards, right? But in the past, that was different. So what do you think? Which one will you buy? Maybe start from Yurong.
I think to put the context first, why is there a division line of 2013? Is because 2013 is when total debt servicing ratio was implemented. It dramatically changed how much a person can loan after MAS standardized loan eligibility across banks. And what happens is when everybody's affordability is restricted and developers made a business decision that in order to keep the price quantum palatable for the market, they have to start building smaller homes, right? And that's why you see the shift in the chart is after 2013, developers built smaller units, but also at the same time that those layout in the newer developments nowadays are generally more efficient than the pre-2013 era where we see planter, bay window, etc. So it's totally not like just 100% loss of space. Okay, coming back to Melvin's question.
Which one will you buy?
In short, I would say that when you buy, think of when you're going to sell and who you can sell to, right? And I think the general advice is if you are buying into something that is easy to buy, it will usually likely end up hard to sell. And reversing it, if you buy something that is hard to buy, it will generally lead to it being easier to sell. Of course, it's a general, it's not like a blanket advice. So my census is personally, I have a preference towards buying 3 bedroom at a minimum to 4 bedroom. This will be, okay, assuming I'm in the outside central region or I'm the rest of central region, this allows me to have a very healthy pool to sell to eventual HDB upgraders. Right. They come from a 4-room flat, 5-room flat. They are used to like a space. 3 bedrooms already, right? So that will allow these people who have maybe profited from their HDB, right? They have the means to actually upgrade. And I want to sell to own stay people. I don't want to sell back to investors who are generally holding 1 and 2 bedders. Because investors, they are number sensitive.
Correct.
Right? Whichever presents a better yield, a better numbers, they are flexible in terms of location.
Yeah.
Whereas for own stay people, they focus on needs and emotions. They have a reason to be at a certain location based on school, based on parents.
Familiarity.
Yeah. And I, as an investor, I want to sell back to a own stayer. So that's my comment.
So go for 3, 4 bedders in the OCR region.
Actually, no. As in 3, 4 bedders in general.
Right.
In terms of location-wise, I think we have to balance between your own preference in terms of your investment methodology,
right,
as well as your budget, as well as whether are you going to stay there, right? So your own location also determine where you enter.
Right. So as we are speaking, I think what we'll do next is we will further dissect this chart into OCR, RCR, and CCR so that we can see the percentage of all this in the 3 regions. Then we can make even a better decision. Thanks, Yurong. How about George? What do you think? Okay, let me rephrase my question. Looking at 2 components, the amount of supply in terms of the bedroom types and the size in the overall stock of the market for properties that are in the last 22 years. We don't calculate properties before 2000 because they will belong to the older category. What would you buy looking at also the freehold and 99s component? What type of properties will you store for yourself in terms of your portfolio?
I think largely it depends on which estate would it be. If I'm going for something that is OCR, because if let's say I'm going for something that's at OCR, maybe I can go for a 4-bedder. That price point, maybe I can only get something RCR for a 2-bedder.
Okay, so let's say I throw in a budget.
Sure.
You have
Exciting.
You have a $4 million budget.
Huh? 4 million?
But you only got one bullet. You only got one name left. Alright? $4 million. And we all know that not all freehold properties that are near school or new launch or whatever it is, or in D9, 10, 11, not all of them will see upward kind of graph. Some has stagnation over the last 10 years, right? Okay, so you got 4 million, but you only got one name.
Why 4 million? Why the betting number?
So that I
4
can
million?
expand your choice, right? So you can buy all the way up to.
You can buy anything.
You
4
can buy
million.
anything, right? Okay, of course you cannot go buy CCR $5 million, lah. Okay, you got 4 million. You can also buy CCR, RCR, and OCR. Which one will you buy? And don't talk about, it depends on OCR, RCR. Okay, just like for yourself, second property, which one will you buy?
Second property. I wouldn't use the entire 4 million. Okay, firstly. Do I really need to use all the amount?
No, you don't need to use all.
You
If
have,
you
you
want
have.
to buy a one bidder, or 1.3 million and a new launch also can.
Yeah, you can give the rest to Yurong. I will invest it for you.
I think I will go for the OCR area, but I will go for the bigger size units.
Which one?
4 bidder, at least. Yeah. Why
New
is
launch or resale?
resale?
Why?
I think if let's say we are looking at OCR area, I think the resale prices are still quite attractive. And statistically, I think for OCR 4 bidder, right, it accounts to just less than 20% in terms of the overall supply. So I think that in itself is already a huge rarity. And HDB upgraders, right, usually they will all go for the bigger units because they are so used to the space already. So yeah, with 4 million, I think it's quite comfortable. I'll just go for a 4 bidder. But I think Yurong might have some differing thoughts.
Okay.
Okay. Just name one property that you will buy tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
4 bidder,
You will.
OCR resale.
OCR resale. OCR resale. I'll probably buy area that is like at Choa Chu Kang. Because I think it's just right next to Teng. Right next to Teng. When Canberra Town, before Canberra Town was announced, right, Sembawang prices.
Okay, and we're not talking about landed. We're just talking
Yeah,
about
condo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before Canberra Town was announced, right, Sembawang prices was statistically lower than Yishun prices. After Canberra Town was announced, Sembawang prices actually have a peak, and it actually surpasses the price point at Yishun. So I believe with the new town hub at Tengah, we should see somewhat of a spillover effect.
Into Choa Chu Kang.
Yeah. And I think Choa Chu Kang, right,
So you buy a 4 bidder at Choa Chu Kang.
there's not a lot of condo developments over there already.
Right. Which particular condo will you buy at Choa Chu Kang?
Either Wonderville or Rainforest.
Okay. 4 bidder,
Yeah.
Where the wonder happens.
which is happening at how much? $2 million.
Less than 2 million.
1.8, something like that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.